We are live, right? A very good evening to all of you. Welcome to Practically We Bring Learning Alive. So, if I'm audible and the screen is visible enough, please do drop a yes in the comments so that we can begin our today's session. Okay. So, today we will be discussing 20 most important questions subject mathematics for term 2, right? So, you have your exam tomorrow. So, today we brought you 20 most important questions. So, these also include the previous year questions, alright? So, because there is a chance of previous year questions getting repeated this year as well. So, let's not take a chance and let us go through 20 most important questions. Okay, so Jimmy sir will be joining us soon. So we'll start. All right. From a solid cylinder of height 20 centimeters and diameter 12 centimeters, a conical cavity of height 8 centimeters and radius 6 centimeters is hollowed out. Find the total surface area of the remaining solid. Again, this, if you see on the screen, it is being repeated in 2011, 12 and 2014. So there is a chance that this question might get repeated this year as well, or a similar type of question, right? So yet no one has given me if I'm audible and the screen is visible. Could you please type yes in the comments? With lots of energy, we'll start the session, we'll start solving first problem. All right. Okay. So let's start. So what is given? From a solid cylinder, conical cavity is taken out. We have to find the surface area of the solid, correct? So first, draw a figure. Height is 20 centimeters. So this is 20 centimeters. Diameter is 12 centimeters. Okay, Srijani. Good to see you, Srijani, after so long, huh? So this is 12, so radius will be 6 centimeters, correct? And conical cavity of height 8 centimeters and radius 6 centimeters. So radius is 6 centimeters for the height of cone as well. So this is 8 centimeters. Okay, this is given. Now we should find surface area of the remaining solid. Come on. Total surface area of solid is equals to, just imagine, from a cylinder a cone is taken out, conical cavity is taken out. So how to find the total surface area of the solid? CSA of cylinder, CSA of cylinder plus area of the base, that is area of circle, right? Area of base plus CSA of cone, CSA of cone. Now that we have we have learned how to do it, just apply the formula. CSA of cylinder 2 pi r h plus area of the base pi r square, CSA of cone pi r l. Now what is this L? We do not know what is this L, correct? Now just take this cone, height is h and radius is 6. How do we find the slant height? Simple. This is 8, this is 6. So this will be how much? Use Pythagoras theorem. And since 8 and 10 are Pythagorean triplets, so this will be 10 centimeters. Correct? Now we got L to be 10 centimeters. Now just substitute everything. We can take pi r common from everything. So pi r of 2h plus r plus L. Right? Yes. So now that we have got the formula, just substitute the values here. 22 by 7 into what is R? 6. Correct? And h of cylinder is 20 centimeters. So 2 into 20 plus again R. What is R? 6. What is L? 10. So just find out and I guess you can solve it, right? I'm not doing the calculation part. So yeah, let us see what answer we'll get, okay? So we'll be getting 1000 56 centimeters square. So I'm not doing the calculation part. I'm just explaining how to do it. So this is how you have to do it step by step.
So,
Hello, Jimmy sir.
hey, to all of you, just one thing to note here. Just remember that when you are adding these values, right? All of you, hey Shijini. So whenever you are adding these values, and if you see the multiplication is a multiple of 7, you see this is 40.
So this will be 56, right?
56.
So 22 by 7 into 6 into 56.
So whenever this question is given in your exam, in your board exam, what happens? They give you this not the value of pi. If they are not mentioning the value of pi, then select the value of pi in such a way that this, if it is cancelling it, select 22 by 7. If not, then select 3.14. Yeah.
Yes.
So that the calculation becomes easy for you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to the next question.
So yes. Right. So this has also been repeated 4 years.
Quite a number of years it has
Yeah.
repeated itself, like 2011, 12 continuous. So you
From 10. Yeah.
your maths terminology is very like mistakenly wrong. So it should be 2010
11,
to
12,
12.
19.
Yeah. So basically it repeated for 3 consecutive years. So it has repeated in 19. So this means that this is the important question.
And also an NCERT question, sir.
Yeah.
So this is like super easy. We can just see the question and tell the answer. Anyway, two concentric circles are of radii 5 centimeters and 3 centimeters. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle.
हिंदी में समझेंगे तो ये है, कह रहा है कि 2 सर्किल है, कंसेंट्रिक है, 2 रेडाई है, 5 और 3 की. तो मैम 2 रेडाई बना 2 सर्किल बना देंगी, एक 3 का है, एक 5 का है, और हमें लेंथ उस कॉर्ड की निकालनी है जो कि स्मॉलर सर्किल को टच करती है. इसका सीधा लॉजिक ये हो गया कि स्मॉलर सर्किल की वो क्या हो जाएगी, दैट विल बी दी टेंजेंट. सो द कॉर्ड ऑफ द बिगर सर्किल जो होगी वो बेसिकली छोटे सर्किल की टेंजेंट हो जाएगी. और इसको जैसे ही हम ये समझ लेते हैं, हम ये समझ जाते हैं दैट वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट we can apply the circle का theorem number 1 which says that radius to the tangent at the point of contact is 90 degrees.
90 degrees. Since this is 90 degrees, we got a right angle triangle here and we can use the Pythagoras theorem. So we know that 3, 4 and 5 are Pythagorean triplets.
Correct.
So we are not solving, we are just telling from the diagram. So this will be 4.
4.
Same thing with this side. Again this is 5, this is 3, this will be 4.
And if you remember class 9 the theorem, it says that any perpendicular drop like from this will bisect the chord, right? So since this is also a chord of the bigger circle, so the chord must have been bisected by the perpendicular drop from the center. तो पहले टेंजेंट के लेवल पे देखते हैं, क्लास 10 है, पर chord के लेवल पे देखते हैं तो क्लास 9 देख लेंगे और ये तुरंत हो जाएगा. अगर वो याद नहीं है तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. अभी मैम ने बता दिया दूसरा तरीका. प्रणति मैम ने बोल दिया कि भाई 3 ये है, 5 ये, तो ये तो 4 फिर से ही होगा. पाइथागोरस यहाँ भी लग जाएगा. And then you can solve.
And don't leave the answer here. Total chord length.
Correct.
So 4 plus 4, that is 8 centimeters.
Right.
Alright. Let us go to the next one. Prove that length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. This is a theorem, right? So again, let's do it. Prove that length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. So wherever you find a theorem or any diagram or figure related questions, please do draw the figure first. So yes, there is a circle and there is an external point. Let us assume it to be P and let us draw the tangents, correct? So this is a theorem which has also been repeated like 6 years.
6 years.
This is also not in chronological order. Let's forget about it. So yeah.
I don't know what she was doing. She doesn't know the first thing in mathematics. Hey Deepika. So she doesn't remember that 15, 16, 17, 18, 14 should start, 11 should start, right?
Yeah, it's okay. It's random. We'll forget about that. So what is given? We have to prove that PA is equal to PD. Let me draw the tangent neatly.
Oh, so basically they are asking to prove a theorem.
Yes.
Second theorem.
Yes.
Okay.
So join OA and OB, then OP. From here, you can use the theorem, first theorem, that is radius is perpendicular to tangent. Correct?
Right.
And OA is equals to OB.
Because they are the radii of the
Because
circle.
they are the radii. And OP is equals to OP, which is nothing but hypotenuse in both the cases.
Correct.
Why? Because it is opposite to the right angle. So according to RHS theorem, RHS congruency. triangle AOP is congruent to triangle BOP.
Right. Because one of the right angle, one have the hypotenuse equal, and the one of the side is equal.
Yes. And make sure you mention it correctly in the correct order.
Yeah.
So by CPCT, that is corresponding paths of congruent triangles are equal, we can say that PA equals to PB.
And also, if you apply here, Shrey, so if you apply a little common sense, you can say that since it is a right angle triangle, so this length is common. So if let's say this is x, and let's say y or whatever, this is x, this is also x. Then by Pythagoras theorem, this has to become equal.
Correct. So you
So,
can either of
you can apply Pythagoras theorem and get this thing. If you have forgotten, मतलब अगर भूल जाओ बिल्कुल भूल जाओ कि कुछ ट्रायंगल में कुछ कॉन्ग्रुएंसी होता था, कठिन लगता था, तो बिना कॉन्ग्रुएंसी के हो जाता है ये सवाल. देखो पाइथागोरस से कर दो प्रूफ, कौन रोक रहा है भाई? अगर ये 3 है, ये 5 है, तो ये 4 होगा.
y square minus x square.
करेक्ट. ये भी y स्क्वायर माइनस x स्क्वायर का रूट है, और ये भी y स्क्वायर माइनस x स्क्वायर का रूट है. दोनों केस में है तो भाई, तो एक ही मिनट में हो जाएगा. ये सब तामझाम से बच जाओगे.
And right hand proved at the last.
Yeah, math is math. So next.
So
Okay. So 2012, 2013, 2014, 2016, 4 साल कहीं भी क्रोनोलॉजी एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करती है. So the angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower is given. तो मैंने पहले भी बताया, एलिवेशन में आप ऊपर देखते हो, तो किसी टावर को आप फुट से देखना, फ्रॉम द फुट. अच्छा, एक रुक जाते हैं, एक गड़बड़ हो गई है. हम जो देख रहे हैं इसे कहीं और से देख रहे हैं, राइट? हम देख रहे हैं इसको, हम देख रहे हैं किसी बिल्डिंग को फ्रॉम द फुट ऑफ द टावर, और एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन ऑफ द टॉप ऑफ द टावर फ्रॉम द फुट ऑफ द बिल्डिंग. हाइट दे रखी है टावर की. अब मुझे ये नहीं पता कि किसकी हाइट ज्यादा है, ये थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है. 2 जगह है, एक बिल्डिंग और एक टावर है. अब मुझे नहीं पता कि कौन सी बिल्डिंग और कौन सा टावर है, ठीक है? लेकिन मुझे एक चीज पता है. देखो क्या एंगल बताया मुझे, एक का 30 डिग्री और एक का 60 डिग्री है. 60 डिग्री को देखने के लिए मैं ज्यादा ऊपर उठाऊंगा सर, सिंपल सा लॉजिक है, राइट? 30 डिग्री को मैं यहां तक रखूंगा, देखूंगा. 60 डिग्री को मैं पूरा देखूंगा ऊपर तक. दिस सिंपली मींस दैट इफ आई एम वाचिंग 60 डिग्री एंगल, देन आई शुड बी वाचिंग अ बिगर एंगल, राइट? करेक्ट. तो यानी कि ये 60 डिग्री है, क्योंकि मैं देख दोनों ही चीजों को. आई एम वाचिंग बोथ द थिंग फ्रॉम द फुट. I am watching, see, these are the words that you have to understand. You are watching both the things from the foot. This simply means that one of them is you are watching at a 60 degree, which will be at a higher level. Which thing you are watching at 60 degree? The angle of elevation of the top of the tower from the foot of the building. So you are watching from the foot of the building, and you are watching a tower. So this clearly आसान से हो जाता है. अब मुझे पता लग गया बिल्डिंग ए, एंड मैम कलर चेंज करिएगा प्लीज. और अगर मैं इसी चीज को यहां से देख रहा हूं फुट ऑफ द टावर से, तो फुट ऑफ द टावर आई एम वाचिंग एट 30 डिग्री, एंड दिस बिल्डिंग आई एम वाचिंग, द बिल्डिंग हाइट इज नॉट गिवन बिकॉज दैट इज आस्क्ड, लेट्स से इट इज h, एंड द हाइट ऑफ द टावर इज गिवन व्हिच इज 50 मीटर. अब बड़े आसानी से हो जाएगा. ये तो मैं मिटा देता हूं, क्या ही मतलब है इसको. हमें ये पता लग गया कुल मिला के कि द थिंग दैट वी हैव फाउंड आउट इज कि ये, अगर मुझे डिस्टेंस पता है क्या, ये पता है क्या, नहीं पता है, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. तो मान लेते हैं ये x है, कोई बात नहीं है. क्यों? दिस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, क्योंकि
one value is given, so from this we can find x, then we can find h.
करेक्ट, बिकॉज़ देयर आर 2 एंगल्स गिवन.
Yes.
है ना? तो कर देते हैं, फिर मैम कर देंगे.
Okay,
आपको
so let us name this. Yes, so
Okay.
first let us see in triangle ABC.
ओके.
So in triangle ABC,
एक एंगल पता है 60 डिग्री है,
tan, so
so
tan 60
tan
degrees.
60 बिकॉज़ इट इज परपेंडिकुलर बाय हाइपोटेन्यूज. हाँ अक्षय, पेपर डिस्कशन होगा, पेपर के खत्म होते 3 बजे करेंगे.
Yes sir.
3 बजे, राइट? 3 PM we will have a paper discussion the moment it is finished. कल ही है ना?
Yes sir. Tomorrow 3.
तो चलो फटाफट खत्म करते हैं इसको, फिर आप लोग पढ़ो.
So tan 60 degrees is equals to pi by x. So root 3 is
50
equals,
50 by x.
sorry, 50 by x. Don't make mistakes like me and lose out.
Again 5. Yeah, 50. Right.
So x equals to
50 by
3
root
by
3.
root 3.
अब मुझे दे दो, मैं उधर कर देता हूँ. So you people have solved for this one. Now let's solve for green one also. See, it is 30 degree. So if I apply tan, oh sorry, this is right. Yeah. So let's say tan 30 degree. tan of 30 degree is nothing but the triangle that you are taking is ABD, okay? इसमें 30 डिग्री के सामने h है और बेस x है, so it is h by x. So now you see tan 30 is 1 by root 3 h by x. So I can send this here. So h is nothing but x multiplied by 1 by root 3. X is nothing but 50 by root 3 multiplied by 1 by root 3. Is it coming something wrong?
No, sir, it's correct. 50 by 3 meters.
50 by 3 meters. You can put it in decimal, otherwise it is also fine.
Yes.
So बड़ा आसानी से आ जाएगा. This is like a very simple thing. Okay.
Yes. So next question. What is it? Yes, 50 by 3.
Very simple. It is very
Yeah.
simple.
For what value of n is the nth term of the following two APs is same? So this is one AP series. This is one AP series. We have to find for what value of n there will be the same term.
nth टर्म सेम हो जाएगा. कुल मिला के अगर मुझे किसी भी सीरीज का मान लेते हैं इसका कोई एक पांचवा टर्म है, इसका भी पांचवा टर्म सेम हो जाए तो आप करिए. सो दिस थिंग इज वेरी सिंपल. फिफ्थ टर्म मुझे सेम करना है. आई वांट टू सेव फिफ्थ टर्म. तो भाई मुझे nth टर्म का फॉर्मूला पता है. I know the formula for nth term. I know the formula for nth term. I will equate. What I need to know is what is the a and d in this and what is the a and d in this, because the general formula for any term is nothing but you write a n or whatever you write, a plus n minus 1 into d. So you need to know the a and d
So that we can find n.
correct, which is the first and the common difference.
Correct.
First term and common
So
difference.
let us take this small a and small d. This
Capital
capital A, capital D.
Yeah.
So a is 1, d is 7 minus 1.
6.
Next this a is 69. Common difference is minus 1.
Remember this is minus 1, very easy, but just
Now equate. So am is equals to a. I'm directly
good. Yeah.
formula. So 1 plus n minus 1 into 6 is equals to 69 plus n minus 1 into minus 1.
Okay.
So this is a linear equation, so
Very
you can
simple.
easily do it.
So we just multiply 1
1
plus,
minus 6 minus 5. So 6n minus 5
right?
is equals to 69 plus 170 minus n.
Yeah.
Correct?
So this will become 7n is
7n
equal
equals
to
to
75. Why is it coming 75?
Okay. Let us see.
So there is no
Yeah.
not possibility,
Yes.
right? So for what value of n? This question is good. There is no possibility. The reason being because the n value that you have got is a fraction, and number of terms cannot be a fraction. How can you say that a position is a fraction? It is either second position or third position. There is no 2.5th position for any series. Okay, बीच में कोई number होता ही नहीं है. So that's why this question has it's trying to confuse, but don't get confused. There is no nth term for which these two series will have same value.
Same term.
Yeah.
So yes.
Okay. Next. तो
Next.
कोई दोनों सीरीज का कुछ नहीं सेम है. स्टैटिस्टिक्स का क्वेश्चन आ गया. ठीक है, देखो. So in this question what you see is very simple. Okay. You see that there is a distribution mean. Remember these questions you should not confuse. Okay. You should always think whichever method you are trying to apply should be easy enough. You either apply direct method or you apply
Assumed
the
mean.
deviation method. Yeah.
Assumed mean.
Assumed
Deviation
mean.
is not there. So yeah.
Oh, so they can't apply to deviation. Okay, so assumed mean method. I think for this time let us write the fi. So I'm writing the class 0 to 20, and I'm writing the
Class mark as well.
xi. I'm writing the fi, and I think I can write di
Or fi side.
directly fi xi.
Yeah. Because,
Let's see the values of these.
Okay.
Okay, I will not decide right now. I will go and check the values. Okay, so I will see that this is 20 to 40.
This is class interval.
Class interval, right? So this is 40 to 60. This is 60 to 80.
80 to 100.
And 80 to 100, right? Now this is xi. So basically xi, I'll write it here. So 0 to 20 is nothing but, let me erase it. So 0 to 20 is nothing but 10. Why? Because you always take the sum of the lower limit, the upper limit, and divide by 2. So this will be 30. This will be, now you have seen the difference is 20. So just add 20, 20, 90. Fi you have written just ahead of this 14, 24, 26. And what is x?
Here it's missing.
Oh, I wrote fi there. Sorry, I should write at the top. Okay.
But it's easy, just tap it.
But the value is very. I don't think let us see. I'm still thinking that we can apply multiply directly. In general,
these are in 10, so
correct, multiplication is easy.
easier.
See, in general, what happens if these would have become 15 or 12, 14, 16, then multiplication would have become a little difficult, and then selecting the method of assumed mean is better. For this question particularly, we are going with the direct approach. So what I'm saying is there is no D I need to calculate. I'll go directly and I'll calculate
Fix.
yeah, so see directly Fix. Okay. So let's
come on, tell the values here. Do the multiplication.
Ashray and Deepika or Srijani.
Srijani.
So let's multiply 43 is a 42. 420. 24 5 is a 120. 1200. 26 7 is a, I do not know.
1820.
And 90x. Now what you need to do is add all of this and you have to add all of this, right? And the mean is given. So I'm not going to solve it. There is no need. They can find it. Just you have to add everything. Just add this. Add 90x plus whatever you get divided by this value x plus whatever this is. 26, 24 is what 50. 50 plus 30 is what 80. So this. Now you just cross multiply and you'll get this value. I have not written. You have to add all this. You want me to add? I can add 1820, 160, 120, 180, 180, 20, 200, 2000, 2400, 2400, 3600. I think so. If I'm not wrong, either it is 3600 or 3700.
Just check. Yes.
3600. So correct, Akshay. So now you can easily just multiply, cross multiply and solve. This is very easy. You will get the answer of x as
20.
I was thinking when I was doing it that this x should be 20 because the sum of the frequencies should be 100. We generally take 100 of the distribution, just like this. Okay, you do the second one.
Okay. Some students planned a picnic. The total budget for food was 2000, but 5 students failed to attend the picnic, and thus the cost of food for each member increased by 20.
Okay. So in these kind of question, what happens? Either something gets reduced or something gets increased. अगर ज़्यादा लोग आ जाते हैं तो आपका खाना जल्दी खत्म हो जाता है, और अगर कम लोग हो जाते हैं तो खाना ज़्यादा दिन चलता है. वैसे ही अगर ज़्यादा लोग आ जाते हैं तो जो खाने का कॉस्ट दे रहे थे वो कम हो जाती है, क्योंकि now everyone has to pay less. This is why you get more people. Same food you will pay less. But if there are less people, you have to pay more for the same food.
Inverse proportion.
Inverse proportion. So यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा ही हो रहा है. Total budget दिखा रहा था 2000 रुपए का बजट था. So 2000 would have been paid. But क्या हुआ? 5 students ने आए नहीं. So yes. 5 students got away.
But there are some students, so we don't know how many students.
Initially तो पता ही नहीं है.
So okay. Let us take x students.
ठीक है. So x were paying 2000.
Yeah.
So how much each was paying?
2000 by x.
So we can write each was paying 2000 by x.
One person is paying.
अगर सब कुछ सही रहता, कोई धोखाधड़ी नहीं करता, लास्ट में आपके दोस्त होते हैं, they just say that we are not coming, वो वाला सीन नहीं होगा, तो then you will have 2000 by x, everyone will pay 2000 by x. मान लो अगर मेरे 10 दोस्त होते तो हर बंदा 200 रुपए दे रहा होता, बढ़िया सस्ता पड़ता. पर क्या हुआ? Something happened and
5 students failed to attend.
तो अब वो 10 की जगह 5 हो गए, तो अब आपको सबको 400 रुपए देने पड़ेंगे. भारी हो गया.
Now how much one person will pay after 5% failed? X minus 5.
करेक्ट, क्योंकि मुझे पता नहीं ना x 10 है, वो तो मैंने अज्यूम किया, दैट द नंबर आई अज्यूम दैट इट वाज x. मुझे पता नहीं है वो x होगा, तो मतलब वो 10 होगा, तो मैंने x minus 5 कर दिया. जनरल मैथ. ठीक है.
The cost of food for each member increased by 20.
तो मतलब पहले मैं अभी 200 रुपए दे रहा था, अब मैं 400 रुपए दे रहा हूँ, अभी 200 रुपए पड़ गए, लेकिन वो मैंने अज्यूम किया दैट वो 10 लोगों पे था. I assumed there were 10 students, each one was paying 20 rupees, 200 rupees. But when it became 5 people, they were paying 400 rupees. So net increment was 200. But यहाँ पे net increment is 20 only. So इसका तो पहले ज्यादा दे रहे थे, पहले कम दे रहे थे पैसा, अब ज्यादा दे रहे हैं. ये ज्यादा है, ये छोटा है. This
will be larger value.
Okay.
This will be smaller value.
देखो दो तरीके से सोच सकते हैं. श्रीजनी बिल्कुल सही सोच रही हो. दो तरीके से we can think, okay? Either you can think कि भाई ये कम, पहले ज्यादा लोग थे तो कम पैसा दे रहे थे, या फिर बुद्धि लगाओ. मैथ कहती है अगर डिनोमिनेटर बड़ा है तो वैल्यू बड़ी छोटी हो जाती है. इसमें डिनोमिनेटर ये बड़ा है बिकॉज दिस इज अ स्मॉलर डिनोमिनेटर, क्योंकि हम कुछ सबट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. सो व्हाट वी कैन गेट इज
larger minus smaller is
20. तो एक इक्वेशन है, लीनियर इक्वेशन है क्या? और क्वाड्रेटिक. So this is a quadratic equation. So 2000 divided by x minus 5 minus okay. Okay. 2000 divided by x equals to 20, right? अब इसे करने का तरीका बता देता हूँ. यहाँ पे 2000 को कॉमन निकाल लिया करो, जल्दी हो जाएगा क्वेश्चन. 1 upon x minus 5 minus 1 by x equals to 20. Now what you do, just cancel 0, 0, 2 ones are 200. Now you just see this thing. This is x minus 5 divided by x minus 5 times x is equal to 1 by 100. I don't know, I will cross multiply later, but right now I have kept like this. So now what I will get is x minus x gone, minus minus will become plus, so 5 into 100. So basically I should not bring it here, I should have kept it here only. So it should be 100 here only. This is all like you do, you don't do it, and in the end remember, don't write 0 here, okay? If you write 0 here, then done only. So 500 is equal to x times x minus 5. See, x is 10. You know why? Because 10 into 5. No, x is not 10, not 10, not. Because it is x into x minus 5, right?
Yes.
Oh, I have to solve it now. So x is 25 into 20, I guess. So x square minus 5x minus 500 equals to 0. Okay, I'll write the equation now. X square minus 5x minus 500 equals to 0. अब factor बता दो फटाफट. Ashray, Srijani, Deepika, anyone? I just said it while I was solving it. देखो मेरा वो that method, you know ना, I told you my method always, it never fails. मुझे नहीं पता है 500 का factor I need to find, right? What I will do? 1 into 500. Then I will do a cross. 10 into 50. अभी भी subtraction is not giving me 5. So I will leave it. 5 into 100 तो कभी देगा ही नहीं. So now 2 into 250. If I subtract, I won't get 5. Because this is a negative sign, I need to subtract the factors. Simple thing it says, beta, remove this 0, bring the 0 here. Now if you subtract 25 and 20, you get 5. But you want a negative 5. Absolutely correct, Srijani.
Yes.
So minus 20, so plus 20x minus 25x will give me the same number. So x common, x plus 20 minus 25 will also give me the same, equals to 0. So x is equal minus 20. Oh, she missed it. She missed the sign. Srijani, there should have been 25 people.
Yeah, 25 people.
But
Here.
yeah, so how many students attended the picnic? How many attended the picnic? Right, 20. Why? Because 5 left out. Originally there were extra students. We assumed original x. Remember this. We assumed in the initial there were extra students or x people. So x पहले थे वो 25 लोग थे. आए कितने असल में 5 कम, तो वो हो गए 20 लोग. So yes, there were 20 people who attended it. And how much they paid each? 2000 divided by 20, which is 100 rupees. बहुत easy है ये तो. Very good, Srijani. Super good. Okay, let's solve the next one. 8.
Okay, in the given figure, BDC is a tangent to the given circle. Okay, let me just draw it again. Okay, this is 30 centimeters, this is 7 centimeters, this is F, this is E. This is the figure.
All are tangents, huh?
All are tangents.
Okay.
The other tangents B and CF are drawn respectively from B and C to the circle, meet when produced A and BK. Okay, BAC is a triangle.
Right angle triangle also.
Yes.
Okay.
Calculate radius of the circle. We have to calculate radius. Then we have to calculate length of AF, AB, and AC. I guess if we get radius, we'll get everything.
So in general, if you see this is 30, you know very simple one theorem.
From external point, if you draw tangents to the circle, these two tangents are equal. So if this is 30,
okay,
this is 30,
right,
this is 7, this is 7.
Correct. So now we have used these and we have found it. The only thing is we don't know these values. But if we go and understand the theorem 1, which says something, right? So the center of the circle is there. If I drop a perpendicular, it will be tangent to the, tangent.
So it will be perpendicular to the tangent. So
Right.
this will be 90 degrees.
So these two will be equal.
Yes.
These two will be equal.
So this is-
But all angles are 90 degree also.
yes.
And adjacent sides are equal.
So it's a square.
Yes. In a rectangle, what happens? Opposite sides are equal. But in a square, adjacent sides will become equal. Then all sides will become equal. Then it is not a rectangle. So it's not a rectangle. It's a square.
It's a square.
The
So
reason being because these two are x. These two both are radius.
x.
No, for the initial case they are radius. So basically the adjacent sides are equal and all the angles are 90. This is 90, 90, 90. This has to be 90 because sum of quadrilateral is 360. All angles. So this is 360 minus 270, again 90. So basically this is a rectangle, but the moment the adjacent side became equal, length is equal to width is nothing but a square. And hence this x is actually all x. So the radius of the circle is also x only. So now we have to find x somehow.
Yes, so we have to find x. Then if we find x, we will be knowing the other
Correct.
values.
Okay.
So now what do we have to do? We have to do a small construction, that is join BO, let this is B, then AO.
We have to find the area of three
triangles is equals to area of the bigger.
And the area of bigger is easy. You know what happens? In general, you have seen this question. Okay, this uses the Heron's formula. In this question, you don't need Heron's formula because for the bigger triangle, the triangle that you are seeing is ABC. Actually, what happens? This total length is nothing but 7 plus x or x plus 7, whatever you call it, and this is x plus 30, and this is the right angle triangle. So half base times the height, whatever you consider base and height doesn't matter. Half the sides containing the right angle. That's the right formula. So this, if you multiply with half, is the area of the complete triangle, and for this triangle,
so is equal to sum of the, again same thing, right?
You have the base and you have the height, and height is always r or x for x. So basically you are saying half 7 plus x times x plus half
30 plus
37
into x
plus half
30 plus x into x.
30 plus x into x
Equals to,
is equal to half. Half will cancel out, this means
yes,
x plus 30 times 7 plus 6. This is the quadratic equation in its bare form. So now you see what happens. This completely gives us a equation to solve. What we did is we created three different triangles: triangle AOC, BOC, and
BOA.
AOB. Okay, AOB, AOC, and BOC. So these three triangles combined will give you the bigger right angle triangle, which area is easy to find. So that's why this question is super easy, because of
right angle triangle.
If this was the other,
it would have been a mess.
Because then you have to solve a lot of things to get, because first you have to find the semi-perimeter, then S minus A and all these things. Fine. So I think they can solve it now.
So
just remove half. If
you
half
create a quadratic equation, right?
Okay. 7x plus x square. Okay, let's write the equation then use it. 7x plus x square plus 37x plus x square plus 30x is equal to something not.
X square plus 37x plus
X square plus 37x plus 210. Now if you see 37x is gone, x square 1 is gone, 7 plus 37 is again 37x,
minus 2.
again x square. This is even easy. Everything they have given you. This is again very simple, because 37 itself is a prime number, and 30 plus 7 is what is multiplication, also is giving you 210. So it is coming with the same value that is you started the question. So the nothing factor also you have to make.
Plus
Minus 30x. No, something is missing, right?
then it won't be 30 and 7. We have to find the factors.
Then it won't be, right? Because it is minus and this is plus.
Yeah, so we won't get 30 and 7.
I wish it was that easy. So 1 into 210, swap the zeros, 20. That doesn't happen. 2 into 105 never happens. 3 into 70 will not happen, negative. It should have been negative, right?
No, it will be 5 into
4 into will not happen, no? 4 5s are 20, no.
5 into 42. 5 into 40.
5 into 42. Okay. The reason being because of this is a minus and this is not a minus. If this would have been a minus, we would have taken both the same side.
Yes.
Because then they would have added directly, right? Okay, so you can solve now.
So yeah, just substitute.
So ma'am found it right. She said that 42 and 5 will give you the subtraction as 37, and at the same time the multiplication will give you 210. Right, super. So it will be x plus 42, and then okay, x is coming out to be 5.
So it will be 5 only, because here it is getting minus 40.
And x cannot be negative because
it's
it
the
is a 5.
radius. Yes.
Okay.
X is equals to 5 or
Minus 42.
so we cannot take this. Why? Because the length. So it is 5. So radius is nothing but
And now we are not going to find all of this because you just have to add 5 plus 7 is 12, 5 plus 30 is 35. Found it.
That's it. So only radius is a big step.
Yes, that's the only step. The area finding was the only step. Okay, this has repeated quite a lot.
Yeah.
First time chronological.
First time, yeah. If the sum of first 4 terms of an AP is 40.
So the first 4 terms, okay, generally what happens, there is a selection of terms chapter, okay. For that you have to remember 3 terms, it is A minus D and A plus D. So middle term is A, before is A minus D, ahead is A plus D. When there are 4 terms, then something changes. 3D. Now the common difference is 2D and not D.
A plus D
and A plus 3D.
A plus 3D.
Right. So this time it is given 4 terms, okay.
Okay.
But I don't know whether people use this.
Yeah,
but I just gave it because it can come in your exam also, okay? Fine. So what it says now?
And that of first 14 terms is 280.
Oh, they have to use the sum formula then.
Yes. Next, find the sum of its first n terms.
So I hope all of you remember the sum formula. It is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or n by 2, a plus an, which is the last term in general. But this won't work with that situation, so we'll use the first formula. Okay.
So what is S4? 4 by 2?
2a plus
4
3d.
minus 2, 3.
3d equals to 40. So one equation is, no, 40.
Is equals to 40.
Erase it. You can erase. Okay, 40. So basically it will be a linear equation in 2 variables, a and d.
Yes.
Okay.
So
220. So 2a plus 3d.
2a plus 3d equals 20. Let's take this as equation 1.
Okay.
Next will be 14 by 2. 2a plus 13d.
Right.
Is equals to how much?
280.
280.
So 740. So this times 2a plus 3d, 13d.
So,
Which is very easy because both have 2a.
yeah, so 20 minus 3d equals to
So
40
10d
minus
is equal
30.
to 20, d is equal to 2.
Yeah. So 20 minus 3d equals to
40 minus 20.
40 minus 20, that is 20. So 10.
So d is equal to 2.
So when you got d equals to 2, you substitute the value, then get
6, 14, a is equal to 7.
20, yes, so a equals to 7. Now put this in Sm.
Sn will be just give us the formula. So
Yeah,
a
maybe we'll get
n
an
by
equation
2
only.
type, yes.
Yeah.
Super. So we will just put the value of a and d and we'll get it. It's very simple, okay. We are not going to waste much of your time. Just what we will do, we'll give you the idea, we'll revise the concept so that you can go in the exam and do. And then you can practice on your own. Okay, this is a very good question. It has repeated quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read it together. In figure LNN, 2 parallel tangents. So there are 2 tangents which are parallel. Okay. They are touching the circle at A and B. Okay, so one is there and one is there, right? Another tangent at C which is intersecting both the line at D. Prove that DO is 90. It's a very repeated, I don't know why, it's there. It's a very repeated and a simple question. What you need to do is just remember one single thing. This is pure triangle congruency. Nothing else. You join this and you follow the rule number 1 of this thing, circle chapter, and then you follow whatever the rest is. So not the rule number 2, the theorem 2. What it says, from an external point, the tangents are equal. So this means that CE is equal to BE. That's one thing. Again, you see this is common. And then OC is the radius of the circle and OB is also the radius of the circle. This simply implies that these two triangles are congruent by SSS. ठीक है? तो अगर दोनों triangle congruent है तो क्या होगा? भाई उनके corresponding angle B will become equal. So this is X, this is also X. यानी कि COE is X, BOE is also. Now in your exam also remember one thing. आप हमेशा लिख सकते हो similarly. Similarly, DC and DA are the tangents, and hence, क्योंकि अभी you just followed the similar approach. This is agreed by CBSE. If you have already followed the similar approch, you can go ahead and say these two angles will become equal. क्योंकि these two triangles will be congruent by triple S only. So this will be AD
Angle
AOD is equal to Y, and COD is equal to angle Y. Now you know AB is a straight line. Why AB is a straight line? See, is anything is written? AB is a straight line.
No, sir, it is not given.
Okay, what we have to prove that DOE is 90. Correct. Can you prove that AOB is a straight line? Before saying anything, you have to say that AOB is a straight line. This has to be true. Why? OB is the radius and also is point of the contact of the tangent, so it should be 90 degree. And this is also tangent, this is also radius, this is 90 degree. These two are the co-interior angles. The sum is 180, yes. So this has to be a transversal. This cannot be two different lines. This is one of the major points that you should say in the thing before saying that AB is a straight line, because OA ऐसे हो सकता था, OB ऐसे हो सकता था, लेकिन नहीं हो रहा है. OA और OB एकदम स्ट्रेट है. तो यानी स्ट्रेट कैसे होगा जब यहाँ पे 90 डिग्री है, यहाँ पे भी 90 डिग्री है. So either you can say this is 90 and you can say alternate interior angles are equal, and hence this is a transversal, and transversal is a single line. It's not two different lines. And if it is a transversal, it's a straight line. So now you have to say AOB is a transversal. Why? Because these interior angles have become equal, or sum is 180, whichever way you want to say. This implies AOB is a straight line. If you do not write this, you will lose marks. This is part of the concept. That's why I said यहाँ पे repetition है, यहाँ पे नहीं है. Now you just have to say this, that the sum of all the angles will be equal to 180. यही तो होता है, right?
Straight line, so angle is
180. So 2x plus 2y, so 2 common ले लेंगे. So x plus y is equal to what? 90 degree. I have to get BOE, right? DOE. DOE is nothing but DOC. So I can write COD.
plus COE.
COE. I can replace the name. Algebra, that is the benefit. So this implies this is DOE. Just use angle signs. I am saving my time, so I'm not using it. So this is how you can easily and comfortably do this problem. First, detail out everything here. Say similarly. Don't write anything now. By similarly only you can say these two angles are equal. Then say this thing because of the reason, because they are alternate interior angles equal, and then you go ahead. Okay. This is a very good question that can come in your exam. Okay. Next. Super. Again, a statistics question. By the way, statistics carries more marks, right?
Yes.
Average
6 marks, I guess. It
6
was
marks.
one chapter, 6 marks.
So statistics you should do, and it's the easiest of all.
Only 3 formulae you
And
just
everything is easy. Okay. Median.
median of the distribution given below is 27. I think we have solved this in one of the sample papers, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. Find
Yeah.
the value of x and y.
So this is a very easy question. What you have to remember is the median class, and you always see the value of the median given. It is falling inside which class? 20 to 30, right? So this is what we call it as.
Median class.
But before median class, we have to do one CF wala table also.
Yes.
CF.
Because
So I'll create it. Oh, you write it. You write it.
so first let us write the formula so that we'll understand what all we need. N by 2 minus PL by N into H.
Okay.
Okay. So
So
L is 20.
yeah. But we do not know the table
CF. So we have to draw the table.
So we are not doing this. So the reason being that it's just a step process. So we are just going to show you what it happens. Write this. Write the frequency. For cumulative frequency, always remember you have to copy paste the first one, add the second, add the second, add the second, add the second. 5 copy paste, 5 plus 6, 5 plus 6 plus 20, 25 plus 6. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. This way you will always end up with your last value as the summation of all frequencies, which is nothing but n. This is what n is. And this is cumulative frequency, right?
Or sigma Fi, like whatever
You call it.
yeah, you call it.
But the question also gives you sigma fi separately. I think they have given it, right?
Yeah, total here.
Total they have given. This table you have to read it. Total sigma fi is given 68. So this value and this value should become equal. They are equal. And this is one of the equations. Two variables, you need two equations.
So
Solve one
47
equations.
plus x plus y equals to. So we want one more equation. So how we'll get one more equation?
We can write this as x. Let's write the simpler form for them. So this is 21. Okay, one more equation is from the median form.
Median formula.
Because now we know the median class where it is 20 to 30. So we know that before this is the CF and
This is F.
no, this is F.
Yeah.
This is F and this is our L. And H is nothing but the class size, which is 10. So we
And
can
by
put
2 is nothing but
That value 68 divided by 2.
Yeah, 30.
Always use the value which is given 68. So you know the value 68 by 2 34. Put these values, you get the value of x or y. Then put the value in the first equation and you get it. Super. Next. Oh, again our trigonometry, right?
Oh, yes. So as observed from the top of a 100-meter high lighthouse from the sea level, the angles of depression of two ships are 30 degrees and 45 degrees. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, find the distance between them.
This is the only line we should always focus on in this question, right?
Yes, sir.
There are two situations. Either we can have both the ships on the opposite side
Or on
or
the
the same side. And if they are on the same side, take the lighthouse, take the two ships, ship 1, ship 2, join them, and now apply your brain. Which angle should be less? The one which is farther or the one which is closer? Of course, this angle will be less.
That is 30 degrees.
So this, but we have to remember, is also the depression. So make this one as your 30 degrees. Always, if you do not make the depression angle, you will not get the marks because they are asking you to make depression and not elevation. Right. Okay.
Next, this is 45.
Fine. So this will become 45. Now we know the height of the lighthouse, which is 100 meter. And we don't know anything else. We don't need anything else. When you get a 45-degree angle, become happy. Because tan 45 is 1. So this is 100, this is 100. And then use tan 30, find the total distance, the bigger BC.
Then we'll get CD, then
By
add.
subtract. Yes,
Yes.
they have to find CD, right?
Yes.
So they can find BC and they can subtract 100, they will get the CD. Which is nothing but the distance between the two ships. So I hope you people have come here just to understand the question and how it is solved. This has already done many times. Go back and watch all of our videos and you'll understand that this is very easy. Okay.
Yeah, if root 3 value is given, substitute it and get.
What we are trying to achieve is solve 20 questions around in 1 hour, 10 minutes. So that you people can save more time and do something. Okay.
Okay, constructions.
इसीलिए कहानी नहीं सुना रहे, उसका दिन अलग होता है. कल एग्जाम है, आज कहानी का दिन नहीं है. आज सवाल समझते हैं कैसे करते हैं और हो गई कहानी, इतनी बतानी. चलो.
Draw a pair of tangents to a circle of radius 5 centimeters which are inclined to each other at 60 degrees.
So हमेशा इस तरह के क्वेश्चन में what we do, we create a very simple situation, we create a rough diagram. कि भाई एक सर्किल में tangent जो है वो एक दूसरे को कितने डिग्री पे 60 डिग्री पे अलाइन. So they are aligned at 60 degrees. Now अगर they are at 60 degrees, थोड़ा बुद्धि लगाएंगे. अब ये पॉइंट इज नॉट गिवन, दिस पॉइंट नो, द पॉइंट ऑफ द टैंजेंट, जहां से टैंजेंट आता है, मान लेते हैं P है. सो पॉइंट P इज गॉन, समवेयर कहीं दूर है जहां से टैंजेंट आए हैं. सो व्हाट वी डू, वी क्रिएट द क्वाड्रिलेटरल. हमें पता है कि दिस हैज टू बी 90, दिस हैज टू बी 90. इसका सीधा मतलब हुआ दैट दिस एंगल इज नथिंग बट 120. Why 120? Because sum of all is 360. और वैसे भी साइक्लिक क्वाड्रिलेटरल होता है, अपोजिट एंगल का सम 180 होता है, जैसे भी कर लो. नाउ you need to make उल्टा, you need to start with 120 degree at the center. जैसे ही जहां जुड़ेंगी दोनों लाइन वो एंगल हो जाएगा 60 डिग्री. कैसे करेंगे? How we will do? Make a circle.
Draw radius.
Radius is 5.
Construct.
अब यहाँ पर 120 डिग्री बना लेते हैं, ठीक है? So मेरा 120 डिग्री मैं इधर बनाता हूँ. So ये मेरा हो गया 60 और ये हो गया मेरा 120. करेक्ट?
Yes.
दो कट लगा देंगे 120 हो जाएगा. Simple. 120 is the easiest. Join it. You get 120 degree. Now you go here and you construct a 90 degree. Cut. Now here you go, you make a 90 degree. Cut. Wherever they join, this is your point P. Consider this as point A and B. And this is your point O. This is the angle 60 degree that you were looking. This is how you draw a circle construction. Very easy. नो रश. अंदर का एंगल 120 बहुत आसान है. किसी भी आर्क पे पहला कट 60 होता है, दूसरा कट 120 होता है और तीसरा कट जो होता है अगर वो देखोगे तो वो 180 ही होता है. 180. सो इक्वल 3 टुकड़ों में टूटता है. दीपिका, can we find the value of n/2 first and then find CF till we find the median class? We can find n/2. You can find n/2 because you know 68/2 34 and then find CF till we find the median class. instead of filling the whole CF column. No, the whole CF column has to be filled, Deepika. The reason being it's a part of a process. Not every time you will have a situation where the value of the variable will be uniquely one solved. You can have two different values. So xy will come in one equation, xy can come in another equation, and then you have to simultaneously solve. Sometimes it happens that the equation gives you x directly in one go, and therefore you just go back and put in that the other equation and you get y. Also, if you do not fill the cumulative frequency table, there are steps of solutions or the answer which the teacher won't give you marks for, because this is not allowed. Okay, so that is another thing. Also, I can make this thing question in a different format. I can give the frequency also in x and y, and I can give you something else missing, so that can also play. Okay, so not always you have a situation the situation that you are mentioning right now. Okay, now 14th one.
Okay, a juice seller was serving his customers using glasses as shown in the figure. Okay, the inner diameter of the cylindrical glass was 5 centimeters, but bottom of the glass has a hemispherical raised portion which reduced the capacity of the glass. If the height of the glass was 10 centimeters, find the apparent and actual capacity of the glass. Okay, so first there is a cylinder, correct? Right, this is a glass. In this, the bottom there is a hemispherical part. So let us take like this.
So the juice seller is cheating.
Yeah.
Okay. So the inner diameter is how much?
5 centimeters. So if diameter is 5 centimeters, radius is 2.5, or you can write 5 by 2 because it may
It
go
will be
in
easy.
cancellation.
Yeah.
Yes. So let us keep it as 5 by 2. Next, if the height of the glass was 10 centimeters, find apparent and actual capacity of the glass.
So if this was a perfect cylinder, it would have been pi r square h,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Simple.
Simple. So
No.
that will be your apparent.
That would have been my apparent capacity. I feel like, no, I'm holding a cylinder, okay? But then I'm not holding a cylinder. I'm holding a combination of a cylinder with a hemisphere. So apparent will be very simple. Let's say apparent appears to be pi r square h. Everything works happily. I know r, I know h. You can solve it. Just leave
pi
it there.
is 3.1.
Just don't put pi. No, you have to put pi. So
Because
put
we
pi.
have to find
The
apparent.
values.
Yes.
Okay. Now for actual, I need to.
Yes. What for actual? You need to subtract the hemispherical
Hemispherical
volume from the cylindrical
Which is
volume.
easy because the radius of the hemisphere will be the same. And for hemisphere, the formula is 4 by 3.
2 by 3.
Volume we are finding, no? So 2 by 3,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
So pi r
2 by
square
3
h
pi r.
minus actual is equals to
2 by 3 pi r cube. You can take pi r something common if you wish, or if you do not want, just okay. Just find pi r cube.
and
2 by 3 subtract it from the previous value.
anything is okay. Whichever you feel comfortable.
Whichever you feel. And we are not solving, there is no point of solving a question which has done it, okay? You just have to put the value and solve. There is nothing. See, the logic you understand. The process you have to practice. Why? And on the last day only you understand the logic. अच्छा ये हो जाएगा, आगे बढ़ो, ये हो जाएगा. ऐसे ही करते हैं पढ़ाई. ऐसे ही एक क्लास के पहले 100 सवाल लगा लेता है बच्चा. कैसे करता है? अच्छा ये हो जाएगा, ये तो आता है. नेक्स्ट करते ही हो जाता है. जहां लगता है दिक्कत है उसे लिख के कर लेते हैं. ठीक है? पूरा नहीं कर सकते हो आप आखिरी दिन में. Unnecessary stress है वो. चलो.
In a class test, sum of the marks obtained by Ankur in mathematics and science is 28.
तो m plus s कर देते हैं, जल्दी हो जाएगा. 28.
If he had got 3 more marks in mathematics and 4 marks less in the science,
यानी अगर उसको m plus 3 मिलता, लेकिन साइंस में he has 4 less.
then product of
Oh,
marks.
product. Then the product. Okay. So control P. No, it's fine. So the product will be
180.
कितना आसानी से कर लेते हैं. हमेशा लीनियर इक्वेशन के सवाल बड़े ही सरलता से किए जा सकते हैं अगर आप सवाल को बड़े आराम से पढ़ें. If you just read the question very slowly, keep on writing whatever it is saying, then you can make the equations very easily. The problem is you don't read it in parts. You read it as a whole. That's why when she was reading it, I was writing it. She said 3 more marks in mathematics, I wrote it. 4 more marks less in science, I wrote it. She said product, then I just got the product. Then she said it had been 180, I put it equal to 180. Now you see
Just
this.
break the question into segments. That's it.
So now you can just replace s by 20 or
anything you can
anything.
do. So,
And then you can take x, y, you can take whatever. It is just the case of a variable giving you a quadratic equation in the end. Now just put the m as 28 minus s.
So 28 plus 3.
I'll do it because then they will miss out. Plus 3 s minus 4 180. So this will be 31 minus s. The number is big, right?
Yes. Into s minus plus 180.
Okay, I'll write it on the next page. So 31s
Minus s square.
31s minus 4 into 1 121 4 minus s square plus 4s. It's like this. I don't confuse. Is equal to 180. Now the value of this is s square. I'm sending there. 31 plus 4 is what? 35s, right? So s square minus 35s
Less.
plus 124 plus 180. So 180 plus 200, 304. Okay, we have to find the factors now. So all of you, please be smart and find it on your own. Don't wait for us to write it for you. Plus 302. So my method should not fail ever. I'm pretty sure about it. So 2 into 152. You have to add and get 35. So you have to go on a bigger number scale. 3 plus 4 is 7. It won't be divisible by 3. So don't check 3, don't check 6, don't check 9 ever.
5. Nothing.
Don't check anything because it won't work. 4 you can take. 4 7 are 28, 24. So 4 7 are 28, 4 6 are 24. Again, the problem is add and 35. This is way too much. So 5 you don't check, 6 you never check. If it is failing by 3, it will fail by 6 for sure. 7 you can check. 7 4 are 28. No, 24. No, not happening. 8 you can check. 8 2 are 3 is 24.
8 into 38.
64. Again problem. Its addition is 35, right? So now you check more bigger. 8 9 you should not check. 10 of course obvious. 11 you can check. 9 0 22 84 won't work. 12 you should not check because 3 failed. 13 you can check. 32 are 26 44 no failed. 14 you can check because no you should not check because 7 failed. 15 you should not check because 3 failed. 16 you can check. 16 I can check because it will be 16 into 19. How I got it? I just took 2 from this place. I put it 19 and gave it to 8. Now it works. 16 into 19 works. I told you it works. It's just the speed. I was talking to you and explaining why it is not. Otherwise I would have done it by this time. Okay? Once it is failed by 3, don't check for 6, 9, 12, 15. Once it is failed by 7, don't check for 7, 14. You already have got so many eliminated. That's why you are only stuck with 2. 5 you can see in one go. 5 it is failed. It will fail by 10 by default. Correct? If it has failed by these numbers, just check for 2. What is next? 4, 7 failed already. Then 8, 9 failed, 10 failed, 11. 11 you can check. 13 you can check because these are prime numbers. They can do a lot of magic in them. And then you should come and check. Note 14, 15 failed already. You are left with 16. See, this is how you can move fast. So now I have got it. I think 16 and 19. So S is either 16 or it is either 19 because both are negative. But if S is 16, 19, the other will be. So either maths is 16, science is 19, or maths is 19 and vice versa. That will be the final answer they can see.
16 or 19.
Okay? Fine. 16 or 19. Done. Okay, let's move to the next one. So now 5 questions are left.
Yes.
We have given you 15 top-notch questions and we'll come back tomorrow and show you if that has repeated or not. Or you can go and see yourself out of these 20 how many got repeated.
Similar type of questions.
When we say similar, it will be like same concept.
But
Just the name, number will change or this will change. But the language around will be the same. Last time we already have this thing. Okay?
Jaspal Singh repays his total loan of rupees 1,18,000 by paying every month starting with the first installment of rupees 1,000.
Okay.
If he increases the installment by rupees 100 every month, what amount will be paid by him in the 30th installment? So what chapter this is from?
AP only.
AP only. Why don't get confused from loan?
Correct. Whatever. Don't think it is commercial or whatever. This is not commercial. Okay. If he starts at 1,000 and every month he is increasing how much?
100.
So 1,100. Next month he will pay 1,200. It's a series. The moment you see a series, it's simple. And there now how much he has to pay?
30th installment he has to pay. So A30.
Okay, we have to find A30. But how much total he has to pay? 1,18,000.
Yeah, but that is not needed, I guess, because we have A, we have D, we have N.
So just we have to
He'll
find
just confuse with this one so that you'll find some and waste your time.
Okay, so we can find the 30th value as A30 is nothing but A.
D by 2.
So A is 1000.
A plus N minus 129 into 100.
29.
Wow, this is very easy calculation. 2900 plus 1000,
How is it so easy question?
The similar one with lower and all was given in some year 2018 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't need to find n by 2 or whatsoever. Super.
The sums of n, 2n and 3n terms of an AP are S1, S2, S3 respectively. Prove that S3 equals to 3 of S2 minus S1.
This is good.
Very good question.
So this is so far is a good question. Like something which requires more brain in AP. Generally AP doesn't require more brain. So sum of n term is S1. So what is S1? N by 2
Of 2a plus
n minus 1 into
2d.
d. What is S2?
2n by 2.
Correct. 2a plus 2n minus 1 into d. And what is S3?
3n by 2 of 2a plus 3n minus 1 into d.
Now here is the catch. The question says, let's see. Prove that S3 is 3S2 minus S1. Don't apply too much of your brain. Do S2 minus S1 directly. Just do S2 minus S1. Can we do directly?
Yes.
So because we have this thing. Now some of you will be super smart. Will say, sir, we'll cancel 2, 2.
No.
Don't do that. The moment you do it, you need to multiply everything.
Again, you have to take LCM. So
And
it's-
take common.
Yeah.
Why to make your life that painful if that everything is so easy for you? See, S2. I will not even touch this 2 with 2. This is the trick that you are learning here. Otherwise, you will just mess this question and say this was very lengthy. Just see how it is not. How this question is not lengthy. Let's see this. Minus S1. Take n by 2 common. Just take this 2 and multiply inside. 4a plus. Now you multiply. 2 into 2. So 4 and d. I'm multiplying with d also at the same time. 2 into minus 1. So minus 2d. I am taking, there are a lot of things that I'm taking and I'm eating steps. You should be aware of it now. This is a minus. And I'm taking n by 2. All the signs will flip inside. So this will be minus 2a minus nd. This will be minus minus plus t plus t. Now you see 2a 4a minus 2a is 2a. 4nd minus nd is 3nd. 2d minus 2d plus d is minus d, right? Everything fits perfectly. Now you see n by 2. I can say this is 2a plus dn minus 1 d. I am taking common. The moment I do this, everything falls into place. See this magic. 3-step magic. You would have taken, I don't know how many steps, you would not have even reached there if you would have cut this 2 with this 2. Sometimes simplification is not good. This is one of the very good example of it. Now you understand. N by 2, 2a. If I take a 3n here, if I just got a 3n here, it would have been the same formula. How can I get a 3n here? If I multiply the whole thing by 3. So if I take this and multiply this whole 3 on the left, I need to do it on the right also. The moment I do it, it will be 3n by 2 times 2a plus 3n minus 1 times t. The moment it is written, this is nothing but 3. Okay. So I hope you people have understood. That's why I said it's a good and the tricks you should learn. I don't need the second page. Okay, let's move to the next one now. So now it is 18 questions. Only 3 questions are left out of this 20 questions. See how many questions are there in your next exam tomorrow. If it is there, give a shout out. Hashtag practically. Okay. Find the values of k.
Which the quadratic equation, given quadratic equation has equal.
So this is also a concept that generally comes, like nature of root. So remember 3 conditions: b square minus 4ac less than 0, negative. imaginary. Equal to 0, real and equal. Greater than 0, real and unequal. Greater than or equal to 0, real only. I do not know, they can be equal, they can be unequal. This is the only thing you should remember. Okay.
Done. So this is what we need, nothing else. So equal root, so d is 0, discriminant is 0, b square minus 4 is equals to 0. Substitute the values, what is b? 2k plus 1. 2 of k plus 1
Whole square
minus 4 into
3k plus 1
k plus 1
into 1, which is not required, is equal to 0.
So again you'll be getting a quadratic equation here.
And then you have to solve it. So it's a very simple quadratic. 2 square is 4. This is k plus 1 whole square minus 4, 3k plus 1. Don't apply your brain too much and go and multiply this. Just take 4 out, put it right away to 0, eaten away by 0.
Okay.
So this is k square plus 2k plus 1 minus 3k minus 1 equals to 0. Plus 1 minus 1 also gone. K square minus k. Also not a quadratic equation to be worried about. This is just k common. K minus 1 equals to 0. K can be 0 or k can be 1. Now here is the trick. What's the trick? Can k be 0? If I put 0,
Yes.
yes. The reason is it's not making the coefficient of x square as 0. Can a k be 1? You have to check. Maybe they have put in such a way that now k becomes 1, it
Yes.
becomes 0. It can, if it was k minus 1, you cannot take k as 1. Listen very carefully. The coefficient of x square can never be 0. The quadratic won't even exist from the starting. And hence k, if I would have 1 here and if it would have been k minus 1 times x, k can never be 1. So this you have to avoid. Otherwise you lose the answer marks, which is
Right.
1 mark. So what you have to remember, k is either 0 or 1. You put it and then you find the roots.
Yeah, but in both the cases, I guess it is a quadratic equation
And they can find the
because
roots.
a is not equal to 0, so find the roots.
So therefore you can put k as
when
0 or
k
k
equals
is,
to 0, this roots are this. When
and k is equal to 1, the roots are this. So you have to find the equation roots 2 times. That's the only pain point here.
Yes.
Because there's giving me 4 total roots to find. But it's okay, the quadratic itself is a very small quadratic. Okay. Circle again.
Okay, yes. So in the diagram, PQ and QR are tangents to the circle with center O. Angle SRO. Okay, this is 20 degrees.
Okay.
Okay. RQP. This is 50 degrees.
Okay, so now
Find
they
the
are asking.
value of X.
Okay, let's.
This is
Very easy.
very
Change
good
the color.
question. Again, yeah.
Wait, I'll change.
Again, ROPQ is a quadrilateral.
Right.
90.
Because it is tangent
Yes.
and
Yeah,
the
radius is
point of-
perpendicular to tangent.
Right.
That is only we have used here. So 90 again. So how much it will be? 180 plus 50 is
230. Whatever, if it is a cyclic quadrilateral also, apply the 12th. It's a cyclic quadrilateral, the sum of opposite angles is 180, so this is 130. Reflex angle I can find this side if I wish
Yeah.
to, but or I can do a lot of things.
Now, if this is 130, PR is the same R.
And it's separately 130, so this
Yes,
is
so
65.
this is 65. Use
You
your
have
ninth
to remember
class.
9th wala concept. This question is good, then it is good. If it is using anything which is 9th, then it is good, little.
Now
Okay.
this is 65. Now join SO. SO is a radius.
Yes.
Now OR is equal to OS.
Yes, data is both.
Radius both.
So this
Now
is 20.
base angles are equal. So this is, let me change the color.
Okay,
So this is 20.
right,
If this is 20, this is 65, this is 45.
right.
Again, OS is equals to OP radius.
So this is 45.
This is 45.
But that's a straight line.
But this is a straight line.
So 180. So
X
that is also 45.
45.
So x is 45, but oh, by the way, x is 45 because this is a straight line. So 90 plus 45 plus x is 180. This is why you have to do this. Again, just combining whatever she said. हिंदी बोल देता हूँ. ये 50 था, ये 90 होता है, 90 होता है, टोटल 360 होता है, सेपरेट कर लो 130 आ जाता है. नहीं भी करना तो साइक्लिक क्वाड्रिलेटरल बनता है, ये प्रॉपर्टी पता है हमें. तो हमें ये पता लग गया कि ये 130 होगा, 180 में से सेपरेट करके भी ये 130 है. अगर सेंटर पे इतना एक आर्क सेपरेट कर रही है पीआर, सेंटर पे जितना एंगल उसका आधा करती है सर्कमफरेंस में, तो उसका आधा 65 होगा. इन्होंने एसओ को ज्वाइन किया मैम ने. फिर प्रणति मैम ने ये बोला कि ये दोनों क्योंकि इक्वल है तो अपोजिट एंगल्स इक्वल होंगे. ये 20 था तो ये 20 हो गया, पर ये तो 65 था तो वो 20 कम हो गए तो 45 हो गए. फिर यही सेम लॉजिक यहाँ लगाया गया. अगर ये 45 है तो ये भी 45 होगा क्योंकि अगेन दो साइड्स इक्वल है. ये 45 है, ये 90, ये एक स्ट्रेट लाइन है और 180 होना चाहिए था, तो x की वैल्यू भी 45 आ जाती है.
You have
ही
used so many concepts in a
single
single
question.
question.
That is good. And you can go and write 2 more questions with statistics having
Yes,
more
sir.
weightage. That's why having more questions for you to practice.
Because we have done median and mean, now this is a mode question.
Correct. So we'll spend more 5 minutes and done.
Yeah.
Then you enjoy your life.
Okay,
Tomorrow also.
So here also we have to find missing frequency only.
I think mode is given this time.
It is easy, just apply the formula.
So
because
n by
no
2.
need of
Okay.
L plus.
Okay. L plus F1
F1
minus F naught 2F1 minus F naught minus F2
into H.
into H. This into H. Now for this to happen, just remember one very simple thing. What is mode?
36 is mode.
Where is
so modal
it?
class.
This is my modal class. Wherever is the modal class, that value is F1. The previous value is F naught. Next value is F2, like 0, 1, 2. What is L? 30.
And H.
H is 10.
Substitute.
What is F1, F naught, F2? I know everything now.
And mode is also given. So equate
It
this
is
to
equal
30
to
because we
mode.
have to find the value of X.
Mode, right? So mode is equal to 36. Put the values, get the answer. If you get mode, be happy because this is the easiest one. No extra table to make. No extra FI, XI,
Yes.
no CF, nothing. Just direct values you have to see. Just you have to understand. Mode वही होता है जो मॉडल क्लास के अंदर आ जाए. यही मॉडल क्लास होनी चाहिए क्योंकि मोड वही होगा. बाहर नहीं जा सकता उसके. ठीक है? मॉडल क्लास के अंदर मोड मिलता है. बाहर नहीं मिलता है.
Done?
19 रखा था मैम आपने. बच्चों को एक
Okay.
तोहफा दे दिया आपने. So
Okay, let's-
download the practically app. Remember 19 क्वेश्चन रखे. अच्छा है, प्राइम नंबर है, बढ़िया. तो for all of you, I wish all the best. Only because if you have done all the questions like this and also the questions that we have done before, the sample paper and all,
Yes.
you'll understand that maths of class 10 will become easy for you. So in case if you have any query, post it in the comment boxes of even this video. We'll go ahead and give you the answers. Practice only those questions which you are finding tricky. Easy one को देखो मत, क्योंकि वो unnecessary आता है, फालतू टाइम वेस्ट करोगे और बोलोगे मैंने तो खूब मेहनत करी थी. इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस जो हमने किए हैं आज, दे आर एग्जैक्टली रिलेवेंट टू देयर एग्जाम. तो नेक्स्ट क्लास में फिर कल हम क्लास में पेपर डिस्कशन करेंगे 3 PM. 3 PM पे कर सकते हैं आराम से. पेपर आ जाता है हाथ में, थोड़ा सा उससे क्लैरिटी
Only
लगता है
14 questions.
और बच्चे घर भी पहुंच जाएंगे तब तक. तो 3 बजे कल हम क्लास में ये कर लेंगे. ठीक है, लाइव डिस्कशन.
Just make sure you solve case study questions in a proper way because that
केस
will
बेस्ड डिडंट टेक बिकॉज़ इसी में से केस बेस्ड बन जाता है. सो वो तो 4 क्वेश्चन है. आई होप यू पीपल कैन सॉल्व.
Yeah.
ओके, मैम इंग्लिश बोलती है, मैं हिंदी बोलता हूँ, बड़ा दिक्कत है. ठीक है, ऑल द बेस्ट और फिर मिलते हैं कल क्लास. ठीक.
Okay, all the best. Bye bye.